Hello Disney friends, my name is Kaylee and welcome to my channel. Today I am doing another fun collaboration video with my friend Matt over at Teacup For One, and this is part of his celebration of the Great Movie Ride. It's the Great Movie Ride Marathon, as he is calling it. And as a lover of the Great Movie Ride, I've gotten in on several of these collaborations where we do videos inspired by movies that were featured in the Great Movie Ride. So today's movie is going to be Fantasia. Honestly, I signed up for this because I remember watching Fantasia as a kid, and I remember the Sorcerer Mickey scene. I remember some ballerina hippos and some ballerina ostriches, and I think that's pretty much all I remember about Fantasia. My idea for this video, since I have seen Fantasia, was to rewatch it and order my favorite music segments from my least favorite to my most favorite. Yeah, it wasn't obviously my favorite as a kid. It wasn't the most riveting to watch. And I just rewatched it, and I have to say it's also not that riveting as an adult. It wasn't one of my favorite things to get through. I feel like it's probably a good movie to watch. I feel like it's probably good to watch when you're like trying to go to sleep or trying to relax or trying to study. Something like that is probably more what Fantasia is for. Before we get into this video, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please make sure to do so for some more fandom content. I do a lot of Disney, Harry Potter, and other fandoms. I just love talking about television shows, books, and movies. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Also make sure to subscribe to my friend Matt at Teacup For One, who is the one who started this collaboration for the Great Movie Ride Marathon. And also I'll be leaving a link to all the other channels participating in the description box down below, so please make sure to check those out as well. Alright, so let's get into the video. So I have 7 different segments I'm going to be talking about. There is one segment where like the orchestra comes back in and they start like playing some music as they're like coming back. I didn't count that part as a segment, so there are only going to be 7 segments I talk about. And when ranking these segments, I kind of considered 2 different things. Obviously the music itself and how much I enjoyed the music, but also how much I enjoyed the visuals while the music was playing. So my least favorite, coming in at number 7, is The Rite of Spring. It was kind of talking about the evolution of like primitive life. The music itself wasn't my favorite either, so combined probably one of my least favorite imagery featured in Fantasia with like my least favorite music, and that was just kind of why that one's number 7. Number 6 is Toccata and Fugue. So this was the first segment shown, and I actually really enjoyed the music a lot, but the presentation was very simple, and I mean that's great. I thought it was a good presentation with all the colors, but it just was like, I don't know, it just wasn't my thing. So that's why it's number 6 for me. It wasn't bad. So number 5 for me is A Night on Bald Mountain and Ave Maria, which was the Chernobog segment, the real depressing segment towards the end that kind of got lighter, you know, towards the very, very end. I enjoyed that one a lot. It was really hard to put this one at number 5 because I really did appreciate the imagery with it, and I liked, it kind of gave me a Nightmare Before Christmas vibe. And Chernobog was legitimately scary, pretty terrifying, and it had like a nice little ending, you know. It was kind of an odd transition, but it was pretty cool. Number 4 is Pastoral, which was the Mount Olympus skit, and that one I thought was really interesting. I enjoyed it a lot, but it was very odd. It took a turn. It took a turn when we got to the lady centaurs. For me to have watched this as young as I was, and just it was just a very interesting piece to say the least. But I did enjoy the music quite a bit, and it was nice. I enjoyed the style, I guess I would say, of the animation more so than I did the actual storyline. I didn't enjoy the whole storyline as much, but the actual like style of the animation I thought was nice. And I always like the Greek imagery, and that was included a lot in this. Okay, so number 3 on my list is the Nutcracker Suite, and I don't know how this made it to 3. I really thought it was gonna be number 2 for me, but I pushed it to 3. I love the Nutcracker. I'm a die-hard Nutcracker fan. It was good. It went on for ages. And there were certain segments that I enjoyed more than others. In particular, There was one segment of the flowers dancing that I think was actually my favorite because they looked like actual dancers. I really also enjoyed the fairies at the beginning. At the number 2 spot is Dance of the Hours, and this one shocked me that I put it at number 2, but I really enjoyed it a lot. I don't know if it's because I used to take dance when I was growing up, and something about it was just very like fun to me. It was a very fun piece to like watch, and I recognized the music, but the actual like animation, as crazy it sounds, really did pull me in, and it made me kind of like laugh. I really loved the alligator and the elephant and all of that going on. Was hilarious. That one and the Nutcracker are probably about tied for me, but I did put it higher just because I felt like it was more entertaining to watch throughout. The music wasn't as good to me just because obviously the Nutcracker music is a bit more iconic, but it was still pretty entertaining. At number 1, no one would be shocked, it's Sorcerer's Apprentice. Sorcerer Mickey is just the best. That score is just perfect. Like, I love it every time I see it. The storyline, the animation, the fact Mickey's in it, I just love Mickey. So that was just, I mean, as soon as it came on, it was the, I believe, 3rd segment. I want to say it was the 3rd segment. As soon as it came on, I was like, this is going to be my number 1. I can't even pick anything else as my number 1. I did try to keep an open mind as I went through, but yeah, 100%. That was my number 1 favorite segment of Fantasia. Other than the addition of Sorcerer Mickey, I really think I could have probably lived my whole life without seeing Fantasia, and I would have just been fine. Alright, so that was it for this video. Thank you, Matt, for putting on this collaboration. Also, I'm going to be joining Matt and several other YouTubers on a live chat on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Walt Disney World time, I believe. If that's not correct, I will correct it in here. But I will be joining them on a live chat, and we're going to be talking about Fantasia. It should be fun, and that's going to be on Matt's channel at Teacup For One, so go make sure to subscribe to him and all the other participating channels down below. Also subscribe to me if you haven't already, and if you made it to the end of this video. Even though I think most people's favorite is Sorcerer Mickey, there has to be someone out there that likes another segment better. So let me know down below if that is you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a magical day, and I'll see you real soon. Bye!